Hey, sorry I'm early. Truthfully, I was a bit eager for our date tonight. You don't mind if I stay with you while you close, right? I don't mind helping you if you need an extra hand. Ah, right. You ended up hiring an assistant. I forgot about that. I'm really glad you followed my advice. You just need me to sit and wait until you finish closing? Alright. Take your time. We're in no rush. Do you mind if I order a coffee to hold me off while I wait? Great then. I'll be sitting in my usual spot. Yes, take care. Thank you for your hard work. Alright, ready to go? We'll be walking outside, so it'd be a good idea to put on an extra layer. And if your hands get cold, I wouldn't mind holding them for you inside my pocket. Shall we get going? The park in the neighborhood has a holiday event, and the neighbors in the area are participating. There will be lights, food, drinks, small businesses, and other activities. Yes, it's that park. They regularly host events for other holidays as well. Maybe we can attend those events in the future too. It's so cold outside I can see your breath fog up into the air. Don't worry though. The event is handing out free cups of hot chocolate to everyone. You'll have to pay extra if you want to get yours spiked though. You have a surprise for me? You're so sweet. Oh, you have it now. You want me to open it here? All right. It isn't much of a present, nor is it a surprise. You're sorely mistaken. This is a wonderful surprise, and a wonderful present. Thank you so much for taking the time to bake me some cookies, and taking the time to wrap it all up as well. I wasn't expecting this at all. And that's the whole point of a surprise now, isn't it? You are very skilled. The cookies are wonderfully made. I love how they're cat-shaped and calicos, so no two cats are identical. I expect nothing less from the cafe owner themselves. These cookies will go great with the hot chocolate later. I really appreciate the gesture. Not many people go out of their way to do things for me, so this experience is rare. No, Hizashi doesn't count. The only thing he does is to get me to remove a bug from his vicinity. He's absolutely terrified of them. I was basically adopted by him, according to my students. We were there for each other during a tough time in our lives. But this and that are different. His is platonic, whereas yours is more romantic. But one can dream. Huh? Oh, sorry. I got caught up in my head is all. Ah, we're here. Look, albeit a bit more crowded than I expected, but I'll be alright. I don't prefer to be in such crowded places, but I've wanted to experience this with you. Truthfully, I'd never done anything like this before, so this is a first for me. Is it the same for you? Nice. We get to experience something like this for the first time. Together. So, what did you want to do first? Do you want to look around at the vendor stalls, or did you want to get hot chocolate? Hot chocolate it is. The sign says it's this way. I'm holding your hand as a safety precaution so we don't get separated. But also, your hands looked cold, so let's go. Excuse me, passing through. Hey, back off! Out of our way. Are you feeling cold? Luckily, the line for hot chocolate is moving fast, so we don't have to wait very long. Once we start walking around and have our hot cocoa, it'll get a bit warmer. What are you most excited to see tonight? Personally, I'm looking forward to the people watching. I enjoy observing people doing their own thing, minding their own business. I'm not much of a people person, so observing them from afar feels safer. Yes, that's partially why I sometimes stay at the cafe when I grade my students' papers. The other reason is a bit embarrassing. Oh, we're next. Thank you. Take care. Do you mind if we sit down first before we go looking at the vendor stalls and the Christmas lights? I want to try the cookies you made for me, and I think that would be a bit difficult if we were walking around. There are a couple of seats open over there. Pick whichever table you want. I'll follow. I like your choice. It's a little less overwhelming here. I know that these are for me, but I don't mind sharing. If you want to eat some, be my guest. Huh. I already know you're an excellent baker, but wow. These cookies are very delicious. They're not too sweet, and they perfectly complement the hot chocolate too. Please try it yourself. Well, I'm glad that you agree. Help yourself. I think snacks like these taste the best when they're shared and enjoyed with multiple people. Especially if they're handmade. And I can tell that you used your quirk while making these too. I feel more energized, and some of the aches in my body are going away too. So thank you. How was your day? Oh, really? That's strange. Okay, ready to walk around now? Great. Let's go. No, nothing's wrong. I just didn't expect you to take my hand first, is all. There's many types of products being sold here. It's interesting to see what kinds of things everyone sells, isn't it? Yeah. You can really tell who's passionate about what they do compared to the other people who are just there to make as much money as possible. Honestly, it's admirable. Just like you. I quite admire what you do. I know you truly have a passion for baking, and while that does translate into the food itself via tastiness, I think your quirk truly enhances or amplifies the feelings you think of during the process. Like the cookies you gave me, for example. I can tell that you were feeling something like, I hope these cookies will make him feel better, and that some of his pain will go away. Or something along those lines. I really appreciate the things you make for me. And I want you to know that I really cherish you for being so kind and caring, for the small gestures like the kind of enhancements you put on the food you give me, the choosing seating that's farther away from the crowd. It really means a lot to me. Sorry, I didn't mean to get so sentimental like that. Oh, look. This stall is selling handmade winter accessories. Don't these scarves look lovely? I think it looks lovelier on you, though. I noticed you were still cold, despite the hot chocolate. I'll take the scarf, and they'll wear it out. No, please, keep the change. Yes, I'm sure. I was just thinking of buying you the gloves instead, but I wanted to be the one to keep your hands warm. If you would allow me to be selfish just this one time. Alright, we've looked at every stall at this point. Guess it's time to look at the Christmas lights now. I remember the sign from earlier saying it was this way. Oh, wow. The lights look nice. Look over there. That house has a light-up deer family in their front yard. Oh, I'm not really one to decorate for the holidays. The most you'll see me do is wear holiday-themed pajamas, and some people consider that the bare minimum. My students make me dress up occasionally, but it's only for special occasions like a Christmas party or something. Look at that house. Their theme is snowflakes. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I got a bit distracted. I was looking at the lights. Yeah, the lights. I'm sorry. I'm all ears now. Please, what were you saying? Oh, I see. I think these people get part of their electric bill reimbursed to them, considering these houses are part of the holiday event hosted by the park. I'm not too sure, though. If you're really curious, you could ask one of the people who live in these houses, since there was a billboard of the owners in their houses that we passed by a bit ago. What was I distracted by? I was distracted by you. Your expression was so cute to look at. I couldn't really help it. Excitedly talking about the house's Christmas lights and pointing around like that. We've known each other for quite some time now, and I'm sure that you couldn't be that oblivious, considering you've been flirting back. I was going to ask this on a future date, but I think the time is right. Do you want to become my lover?